So I'm researching right now. I'm doing some real research, trying to figure out. So I seen a video the other day that told me the colors that like bass can and can't see, like largemouth bass or whatever. It might be smallmouth too, but I'm not sure. He was talking about largemouth, but and apparently they can't even see the color chartreuse, which is like one of the main colors that we throw in the sport of bass fishing. So I'm trying to figure out like why do we even use it? Because like he showed like a chartreuse bait and a white bait, and then he put like the tri whatever he said the whatever filter thing on that the bass can see, and they both just look white. So I'm trying to figure out like why is chartreuse such a staple in bass fishing, and why like can they truly not see it? Like are we just like mistaking that? Because like I mean it seems to work pretty good. So but I'm doing like real research right now on largemouth bass and what they can see. So basically, I just started, okay? And I don't know. Okay, so it says despite their importance, little is known about the visual abilities of largemouth bass. Previous studies suggest that M. salamoides has diachromatic vision with cone cells, and that its color vision is highly sensitive to red. So that makes sense because red works pretty well. But diachromatic, that's not the word he was using. He was using, oh, I bet you I could find it on the TV, but tri trichromatic maybe what he was saying. But why? Why, if they can't see chartreuse, why do we even make it? Because like white and chartreuse, black and blue. But if chartreuse just looks white to the bass, why don't we just use all white? Like say a white and chartreuse spinnerbait. Why not just use all white? I mean we do, but if I had a choice to go all white or white and chartreuse, I'd go with the chartreuse one. But if they can't see it, why are we using it? So I don't think that's right, is what I'm getting at here. So I'm over here trying to figure it out. I'm freezing. Turn the old heat ski on. Got the garage door open, and it's like, what's the temperature? My phone is being used for this, so I think it's like 44 degrees or something like that. Please hold. Real research. We're doing real research right now. Real research. Please hold. Keep coming. Oh God. I need to. Actually, I'll do it later. I was gonna shut the garage door a little bit, but screw it. All right, let's do some Googling, eh? That heater's working really good on the feet. So I typed in vision of largemouth bass. Maybe I should type in, oops, what colors can largemouth bass see? Enter. The cellular composition of a largemouth bass's eye is tuned to respond to two colors, red and green. Bass can see these colors. Okay, that makes sense because that video said that they don't have the blue color cone or whatever. So bass can see these colors. Wait, bass can see these colors well and make decisions with high selectivity based on these colors. And apparently, if they don't have the blue, then like yellows and stuff is like out of the question. So let me see here. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. What color? So they have the red and green color, whatever's in their eyes. Okay, so what does that mean? Can bass identify red and green? Okay, yeah, they can. Bass can identify red and green and see them as distinct colors. They understand that red and green are different from the others. Oh, from the other colors. It seems that red is the color that bass most readily respond to. Okay, so what about the chartreuse? I need to know this because I need to know why we make it if they can't see it. Anybody else interested in this? I think it was. Here, let me look to see whose video I was even watching, first of all. I think it was I don't want to say the name wrong. Let me see here. How the heck do I get to YouTube? What the flip, dude? Okay. History. Let's see here. I think I'm subscribed to him, so it had to have been. If I see his name, I'll know it. It was a super interesting video. I was like I almost cut it up and like posted a bunch of clips, like as far as the remix, whatever for the shorts or whatever. Because I was like, what? No way. If they can't see it, why do we use it? You know what I mean? What the heck, dude? I need. How do I get to a list? I need a list. Oh, here we go. Some of you probably know him. No. I thought his name was Jeremy, but that's not correct. I do know that. I'm pretty sure his last name is Rogers. I wonder if I can just go into my history and. That was a few days ago, so I'm gonna have to scroll. I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm gonna have to scroll back. Whoa, there's a clear watch history. Okay, so this is gonna take a minute. Bear with me. So today. Oh my gosh, this is all today. Holy smokes, bud. Today. Oh my gosh, I watch way too much YouTube. Why does it just keep... Wait a minute. There's something going on here. Oh, yesterday. This is going to take a minute. I will find it, though. Because it was that interesting to me. feel like I'm a little low on the screen there, bud. Keep it going, keep it going. I'm gonna be bummed when I see his name because then I'm gonna be like, oh, duh. But I'm pretty sure his last name was Rogers. Steve Rogers. Jeez. Okay. That's crazy that I couldn't remember his name. Okay, so our vision versus Bass vision. Okay, that's what it was about. So like we see the colors that we see, obviously. But they don't we have all three color I keep wanting to call them color cones. Is that the right deal? Because we have red, green, blue. So we see all the colors that we can see, you know what I mean? Bass only have two of them apparently, which is the red and the green. So they don't have the blue whatever. Okay. Wish there was a way I could like show you this without just like showing you the screen of my laptop here. My 10-year-old laptop. Seven-year-old laptop. Anywho, skis. So let me find.
A few underwater environments, and is there any difference? And most importantly, now there are websites that they have the tritonopal filter.
Tritonopal filter.
Blue cones, the blue vision, and it's going to give us a pretty accurate representation of what the
Okay, so tritonopal. They're using the tritonopal filter to give us an accurate representation of what bass probably see. Okay, so it's not like okay, so maybe just maybe they can see that chartreuse just a little bit, maybe. And it actually does make it. I thought this was like set in stone. They're like, oh, they can't see it. But from what he just said, it's like they're just trying to best imitate what they can see based off of what we know about them not having that color, the blue color cone. He called it a color cone too, so don't trip on me about it. I doubt that's a scientific term for it, but.
these bass are actually seen. And I've got the links for these sites
Alright.
down below, so you can go ahead and check them out.
Like, this is the crazy part. He lays out. Okay, so. Okay, before I go any further. This is Steve Rogers Outdoors. Okay? And he posted this video 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah. The description says, okay, so the title says, Colors Bass Really See. You may be surprised at some of these, which I definitely was. And then the description says, this is the most accurate representation that I can find of how bass may actually see. Okay, so it's they don't know, but this is like their best interpretation of it. Okay. But anyway, so I was tripping out because like they showed like he's showing 8 lipless crankbaits. They all look like rattle traps that they're using just. They have a red one, like a blue and chartreuse one, a gold one, a white one, yellow one, an all white one with red eyes. You know, the silver with the scales on it, and then like an orange, whatever. And then so he's talking about it like, okay, yeah, this is what we see. We think these are the best. We use these when and where. But then they put the Triton Noble filter over it, and I'm like, what? That's what the bass see? It's crazy. So
set them up here on the table, and as you can
sets
see,
them
I've
up.
got a wide range of colors here, and this is how we see them. Now, here's the same.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the gold one is just like silver. The reds are pretty close to the same as they were. The blue and chartreuse one, the chartreuse is gone, but the blue's not. It's like a lighter blue, but the chartreuse belly just looks white. So if they don't have the blue cone, how are they seeing the blue though? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like maybe it's the opposite. Maybe they're not seeing the blue, but they are seeing the chartreuse because that would make more sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I would think yellow would be part of green, right? Or am I wrong? But what do I know? I'm not a color expert, so it's pretty wild to see. Like, I don't know why they would still be able to see blue if they don't have the blue cone, unless it's just a simple, unless it's just a shade of green that looks blue. Maybe that's a thing. But it still doesn't answer why we use it if they can't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So you're watching live research at the moment. So okay, I forgot where I got like 1,000 tabs open and I don't remember where I was at asking questions. So this one? Who's this one? What colors can learn? Okay, I got it. Red and green are the freaking things that they got. So what is this? See more. Red and green, the cellular composition of a largemouth bass's eyes tuned to respond to. Okay, I already read that. Dichromatic vision. Unlike humans with trichromatic vision, sensitive to 3 different colors, bass have. Oh, so they are dichromatic. Okay. Their eyes contain only 2 types of cone cells. Oh, it's a cone cell, not a color cell. Ah, see, we're learning. We're learning, bud. Okay, so one's sensitive to green and the other responsive to red. This limited color palette influences how they perceive their underwater environment. Okay, but I need to know more about, like, so what can they see then? Are they just telling me like they see shades of red, shades of green? So like pink and whatnot, like orange and such? And green would just be what, light green? And to me, yellow would be part of green, not blue. But other colors. Ooh. While bass can identify red and green well, their ability to distinguish other colors is more limited. Blue and black. Blue, black, and white are recognizable to them around half the time, depending on water conditions and light level, light levels. Okay, so I mean, pretty standard. Fishing in dark water, you use black and blue, or some super bright color. If you're fishing in super clear water, you want to use more natural colors like green pumpkin and such, brown, some browns and such. That makes sense. Okay, onward. So when selecting your fishing lures, keep in mind that bass perceive the world through their unique color lens. Bright colors like chartreuse and white likely appear similar to them in clear water. Oh, so it's a clarity thing. So if it's in clear water, white and chartreuse will look the same. But if you're in dirty water, or like somewhat mucked up water, maybe the chartreuse stands out a little bit more. Or something. Okay. Understanding the visual preferences can help you choose the right bait for a successful day on the water. Which we haven't had any of this year so far. So, this is good information. We're learning. Fishing lure color selection chart. Should we start digging into what we're supposed to be using? Or should we continue on the bath color vision? 20 minutes in already, talking about what colors bass can see. In olive green to greenish. Gray fish marked by a series of dark, sometimes black blotches form. Oh, I think they're just talking about the description of a largemouth bass. Okay. I thought they were about to tell me some nuggets of info. What colors attract largemouth bass? Now we're talking, then. Because I need them to attract to me. I need them to be attracted all around me. So I can set the hook oh so firmly in their mouth. I'm going crazy. Need to catch a bass soon. Holy smokes, bud. Alright, onward. So it looks like everything. Oxford Academy. Seeing red. Color vision and largemouth bass. Let's go ahead and read that quick. Because now we're dipping into the red a little bit. And we do got pre-spawn coming up ski. And the spawn and post-spawn. Red's a huge player around this early time of the year here. So let's go ahead and get into that. Whoa. This is like a real article. Like, you know your little slider thingy for when you slide, you know what I mean? Mine's like this big, which means that there's a lot there. And I don't know if I want to be, let's see, how animals visually perceive the environment is key to understanding important ecological behaviors. Okay, so now we're just talking about animal life in general. Where's the bass, bro? Where's the largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, bro? Finding a baseline for color detection. Okay, defining a baseline for color detection of largemouth bass is essential due to the variability of light habitat these fish occupy. Aquatic ecosystems are highly variable based on time of day, depth, and shade. I have to agree with that, for sure. So, concurrently, bass are found in varying levels of water clarity. Okay, duh. Let's get to the colors. Bass from these varying habitat types may subsequently vary in their visual sensitivities. However, this remains untested prior to the study. That's not true. The study was done in what, 2012? There's plenty of testing done. See, I don't know if I'm gonna trust the Oxford University here on their little report on largemouth bass. This study had two goals. The first was to characterize the bass visual system and determine whether it differed among populations and subspecies. Okay. Jeez. Specifically, we sought to, one, characterize the number of photoreceptors in the bass visual system and their spectral sensitivities, and two, determine whether the photoreceptor sensitivities varied between two subspecies of bass. So it looks like, I don't know what these micro Petrus salaminoidus Florida. Oh, that's a northern and that's a that's a northern strain and Florida strain of bass. Okay, because it says one from Illinois, one from Florida. Duh. Okay, got it. Ooh, look at this word right here, microspectrophotometry. MSP for short. So we're gonna go with MSP. This is a long. Okay, I don't know if I want to get into all that. I think the answer is clear water, chartreuse and white look similar, and in brackish, a little bit fuzzier, darker water, the chartreuse stands out just a little bit more, which, so using chartreuse in clear water is pretty much pointless, is what I'm getting from this. Good to know. No chartreuse while smallmouth fishing. Got it. Alright. What now? What's next? That's pretty much all I was trying to figure out, and I figured while I was tapping here on the old keyboard, I'd share it with all of you. So, I had another question about largemouth bass recently, and I don't remember what it was. What was it? Anyway, just a quick live for you. Me rambling on reading. Are you kidding me, dude? I haven't read in like at least 3 years. So I think I did all right though. I think we'll expand on this research in another time or at another time. Dig a little bit deeper, but I think for the most part, that video I seen kind of pushed me in a direction of me thinking that was like scientific, like. But what they were really doing was just putting a filter over what we're seeing to try to accurately represent what the bass are seeing. So it wasn't like they knew exactly what the bass are seeing. So it's kind of see, don't believe everything you see on YouTube. I mean, it was a super interesting video, and I think it is pretty accurate for the most part. It just didn't make sense to me, like why we would use chartreuse if it just looked like white to the bass. You know what I mean? So, and I think I got a little bit of an answer there. So we'll continue still using chartreuse, just not in clear water. I mean, I'm still gonna probably use it, but just because it works. But I just want to know why it works if they see white instead of chartreuse. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Catch me on another episode of Largemouth Bass and Smallmouth Bass and Spotted Bass research. We'll come up, send me some questions, ask me some questions, and we'll figure it out. We'll go on the old Goog ski and we'll come up with some answers. All right? Appreciate it. Have a good one.